EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Kansas City Chiefs. Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Outside the norm.
Now, 180. Check 53. Check pass, check pass. Hey, check 20. He's right. 24. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now, check 53's light. You better express. You better bring. I'm letting you know. Bring it on.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Jacobs, the first-round pick out of Alabama, he's acquitted himself quite nicely in this first half of the season, taking over as the #1 option in Oakland. Had 2 touchdowns in the opening Monday night win over Denver, and he delivered 2 more, plus his first 100-yard game in London Week 5 as the Raiders took down the Chicago Bears. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Raider 1. 53 to Mike. 5. Right. Express. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Here's Carr. It's caught. Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
637. 53's Mike. Hey, Charlie. 53's Mike. Express. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr.
Oh, I like that play.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. A big play that time for the Raiders. 43 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
36. Express.
Here's Jacobs.
Oh.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Chiefs' 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. To throw his Carr. The quick slant caught. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
My defense is good as my offense, man. I'd be unstoppable.
This one fielded at the 5.
Gotta build a threshold.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
He's not going to get me.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try to be aggressive on their first series.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, he gonna quit quick. Oh, this quarter defense is actually pretty good. Let's put an A.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Mike 5-4. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Let's right now. Switch. Hey, watch that. Play to run. Switch. Express.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. This complete to Jones. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Hey, Zoo. Express. You're not ready. Let's go. Hey, we got
Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Let him know. Kill. Check 99. Express.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got.
White Monday down. 53, Mike. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball. Express. Get that ball. You go tight.
They'll run with Jacobs. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Undercrush. Express. Bumps up the head. Smooth.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Oh, man.
Incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Come on.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense.
Oh, that would have been a touchdown.
And down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
OP. Tighten up. Tighten up. Switch. Express.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Watch the safety creep. Well, Dumbo. Check. Who's right, Chief? Express. Buzz. Be ready.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's got a man complete. That goes for a gain of 31. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Down!
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Check Mike 54.
On 1st down, Carr. Looking left-sided, has got a man. It's Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing again on second down. Carr. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Mahomes now to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Get that out of here.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Spurs, White Monday down. No. Express.
Check 4, check 4.
From midfield, here's Carr. Flush to his right.
Oh, come on, circle cut.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone...
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Tahir Whitehead able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He may try it. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Corey Liggett makes the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. So the drag route works out there. Defensively, they were in man, weren't they?
They were, and that's really difficult to cover, especially if you're given time to throw the ball. So what you're trying to do is make sure you're at the hip or the upfield shoulder of the receiver and stay aligned with that. You know, kind of Velcro yourself to it, what a lot of the coaches call plastering to a receiver. Because if you let them inside you and they're running away and you're chasing, they've got all the advantages.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Kill. 15.
Working from the gun, Mahomes being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And this is caught by Watkins. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tahir Whitehead getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Max Crosby. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them.
So I got the Trey White flex. I got the blitz for it. Awesome.
The speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now.
That's all I need.
As he's on to punt for Kansas City.
Write that down.
Returnable here for Davis. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
93.
Carr going to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3. Express. Check 37, check 37. Check.
Carr to throw again. It's complete to Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr, he'll find his running back here, Richard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jalen Richard, 57 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
He's in gun doubles. I could come out in this corner blitz out of nickel wide 9.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 72 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A good pickup there at 22.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Carr to throw. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good, solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, You're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. 42 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded at the 8. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we...
Yeah, we'll holler at you, bro. Look at Carr, 305 yards passing. I like this new offense I got. Defense actually stepped up pretty good, too. Bro, he ain't even concede the game. He pulled the plug. Bro, you kill yourself by doing that. That adds to your did not finish percentage. What the fuck? GN something of test. Yo, what the fuck? What's that say? Set. They doing too much. Something of. I don't know what the fuck that shit say. What the fuck? Go long? Something long? Whatever. Try to put this new passing attack I got to use. Just been labbing up some plays, man. Trying to see what's working, what's not. Is get them thinking one thing and then you do something completely opposite. Try to be balanced between run and pass. See, them jerseys back then look like shit. They look like a damn nightgown.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial
They would
Field in
match me up
Philadelphia,
against one of the
PA.
top-ranked
The scene
teams.
in South Philly a few moments
Hopefully they
ago.
get
Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Gonna get a feel for him. Let's try something.
Down. 180.
You got that route.
53. Watch the run. They're running it. Hey, 734. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
Carr now on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
To throw again on second down. Carr. That's complete to Williams.
Oh, my God.
Williams loses the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
Really?
Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them.
Damn,
big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard.
Rip him.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
57.
Check hot route. Hot. 55 is my guy. 55. You remember me?
Now Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Trips like into a quarter.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Wentz. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll wind up getting an extra. A couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Try down. Lucky. Check. Express. He's mine.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks
come on,
behind the line of
EA.
scrimmage.
Like, seriously, man.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Stop giving this dude this shit.
Now. 53. Check. 180. We're good. Check. 180. Check 9. You're mine. Slam. Express.
Throwing his car on third down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything.
And now the ball's out.
What is all with these fumbles, man? Jesus.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
How do you fight the computer cheating you like that?
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Back to you. Check nickel. That's right. 25. Check 25. Express. Switch gears.
Here's Carr. He's going to find it complete to Renfro. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He's pressing.
6-18.
I don't like that.
53 is the light. Here we go. Hatchet. Purdue.
Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Now, check back 47. Here we go. Wide, get wide. Hey, 734. Mike 27. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Slide down. Back. Alert flare. Raider 1. Safe.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that's knocked away.
Get the fuck out of here.
Incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Let's go. Go Chief. Out. OP. Under 10. Watch out. Shoot, dude.
Here we go on 4th down with Carr. He's got his man. It's Williams. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Hey, let go. Get set.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. What a story Darren Waller has been so far this year in 2019. Had already doubled his production from his first 4 years in the NFL through 5 weeks. 18 catches in his first 4 seasons. 37 catches through 5 games this year. One of the most productive tight ends in the NFL.
At the Eagles' 13-yard line.
Really got me on the edge right now.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs.
Damn.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
He slipped through that.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Trey Watt flex Trey.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights
here.
Yes, we do. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You're trash, you're trash.
Wentz now on first down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch left. Here it comes, here it comes. Lead 5-3, lead 5-3.
Wentz now to throw.
There we go.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Move it down. Express. 53, Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield.
Man, come on! How did dude get blocked?
The Eagles
Really?
take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Shotgun now for Carr. He's got it to Williams. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Carr to throw for it on fourth down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
No, he ain't going up against no
Following
bum.
the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Oh, yeah, feel that. Feel that. Stay right there. Stay right there.
Let's field it at the 2.
Oh, yes.
Bounce here on the return at his own 2-yard
Couldn't
line.
get better than that.
Only
Good
able to
fucking
get it to the
spin.
2-yard line
top.
on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends
Stay
on
rough
your
flex.
team
What
when you
I
only
went,
get it that
dime?
far.
And now I want to dime blitz too.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do?
Got him.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Good job. Carlson on for the PAT.
What's the turnover? Got points off of it.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Eagles 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Gun Trey Watt flex. No, gun Trey. Yeah, Trey Watt flex. We went dime blitz too.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything.
Okay,
you're trying to get the ball in
quarter.
position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Wentz now on first down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. To throw is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Baby.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I need to kick it right there.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Good kick.
This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Try to match up what he's in and memorize it. That's the main thing. Single back, wide trips, wide trips, wide trips. I can go nickel wide 9, cover 1.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that line.
Why does he do that?
Daylight. It's a foot race past the 20. And all the way inside the Oakland 20 into the red zone. It's a big-time run by Jordan Howard. 56 yards.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Howard.
Come on, let me get on this.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to...
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are back within a single score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness. You've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Go offense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Trying to remember these.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Check. Express. Check.
Alpha. Express. Motion backfield.
Get down.
Now Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. From the gun, it's Carr.
He tried to moss him.
Incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Hey, we got
right, Chief.
Bang, bang, bang.
Express.
Check three, check three.
On second down now. Richard stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Raider one.
Mike 52. Here we go, here we go.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Steps away to his left. It's caught. Jones. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
40 down. 180.
Both sevens to Mike. Both sevens to Mike.
734.
Check.
Bravo.
Mike's 40.
On first down, Carr. That's going to be caught by Williams for a rate.
Yo. That 3. Y'all ever seen a play action that pretty? Nah. 40 games up. We're on a little, what, 3-game win streak? Yeah. See if we can get us another one going, man. New offense I'm running, new defensive setups, new defensive plays, looks. Just trying to get something out of it, you know. Rebuild myself. If I can get consistent wins and regs, and then I know I can dominate on the next level. It's just so many people who try to take advantage of
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
So you really, like you play with a bad team, you really got to know your shit. You got to throw it to people wide open.
It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. A clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway.
Bounce for me.
And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Offset.
20. We're going to 53.
Check the backer.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. On second down, it's Elliott.
Man, how the fuck I missed that
Past the
tackle?
20. And they will finally get him down at the 28. A gain there of 21 yards.
All right,
A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field break from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
A first down throw for Prescott. And the Raiders have got him. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Prescott. Got his man there complete to
Man,
Gallup.
come on, bro.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
Story of my life.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the shotgun,
Got
it's
him.
Prescott.
Oh, that lineman not catching me there.
There he goes, right side. And the Raiders are in for 6.
Morrow.
Touchdown. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson.
Staying gun doubles. I'm confident against
And that
most
makes
doubles.
it 7-zip Oakland.
Like I win against a lot of gun doubles. And a lot of tight stuff. So you have to show them. Like,
So
you
they
put
throw
three
the
tight
pick
end
6.
sets
They'll
up,
get
throw
another
it.
shot at it now as this one's in the
Haven't
air.
found the defense for them yet.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
So you don't stay in gun double offset. I can just keep blitzing.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
I'd be comfortable they take that shit
This
out
is
of the
taken
game.
about 7 yards deep.
Stop giving people an opportunity.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Put me in bad situations, man. I gotta make a play.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Switch, switch. Express. Slam. There we go.
From the gun, Carr.
Let's go, deep.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
55. Check 55, Mike. Let's pick it up.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
I'm coming. Express.
Check Mike 54. Mike.
DeAndre Washington, his first carry. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
You're mine. He's coming. Express. SOS. Hand me. 61. Match.
Here we go on 4th down with Carr. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
He's crossed. He's checking press.
Protein spill.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Get him, boy.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Hey, let's get this.
Hey, 734.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. He rifles one.
Come
that's
on.
intercepted.
It's that bullshit ass Brown, man.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
They got him overrated, man.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can
Oh,
go down
my
and score?
God.
So what was the
Wow.
to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Hey, watch that.
Completes it to Davis. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Mike 54.
You're mine.
54. Mike 54.
Go Chiefs.
Washington on 3rd and short. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
And he's taken down inside the 30. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? Guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
It's caught by Davis. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Carr going for it all. And that will be incomplete.
They
well, they
killed
weren't
that
scared
fucking
to let
route.
it fly,
Man,
but
that
it
shit
falls
used
to
to
the
be
ground and
pressed.
brings up
Man,
fourth
it
down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive after the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Oh!
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
I don't even play quarters for real, but if he's gonna keep playing empty shit, we gonna damn sure try.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Prescott down. He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Wow.
And he'll take it into the
They
end zone.
always
for a
fucking
Cowboy
do that
touchdown.
shit, man.
Tavon Austin.
When a person needs a fucking big play, they give it to him.
And the Cowboys have
I
retaken
fucking
the
hate you hand
lead.
me out.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Always gives him that shit.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Man. They giving these motherfuckers one-play touchdowns. I see this shit I gotta put up with.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth
fucking
trying,
let me
I'm running
grab
a draw,
it.
I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And
This
if it
shit
doesn't
don't
work,
not letting them
well, then
pick
just
it
run
off,
the clock
man.
out
We
and go to the
fight
locker
for
room.
that shit. Leave, man. You out there making plays, man.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
What I need is a quick out route.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike, 6-18. Check 55, Mike.
The final shot here before half for Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission.
What do we do?
The kick by Carlson is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
All right, I need to play.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 39, Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They run it with Jacobs. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Check 26, check 26. Express.
They go with Jacobs. And, boy, this is going to be close. That
Man.
mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The
Gave him a
Raiders trying
stupid
on
ass block
4th down,
there.
but to no avail. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go
Man,
back
why
and
am I
review,
missing
so to
tackles?
speak, because
Like, shit.
everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott. And he'll have his man.
Yo,
That's
why they
Cooper.
slow my man up?
And he is into the end zone for a
They literally
Cowboy
slowed my
touchdown.
man up so he could get that.
Amari Cooper, 57 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sean Lee picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack.
Express.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs.
What kind of
This is
throw is
intercepted.
that,
He was
yo?
trying to get it to Davis.
That's that
Picked up by
bullshit.
Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys will take over.
I got a
at the
man
30-yard
open over the
line.
top, and then they...
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the
Come on,
best of
EA.
quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
A first down carry by Elliott.
Look at this. Look at this.
Look at this, middle of the field.
Yeah, what he said. Look at
Breakaway.
this.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
This is scripted, man.
Ezekiel
Zeke isn't
Elliott,
doing that in real
his
life.
2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the short field to their
What are
advantage
you talking
as they
about,
cash
man?
in for
People play with
6.
teams like this, you fucking ass.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the
It's like
lead
the
is up
third
to
quarter, they
15
fucking
now.
rev you up. I'll play a good first
That'll be
half.
taken
and all
in
of
the
a
end
sudden
zone.
it's bullshit, man.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard
And now I
line.
gotta get a quick score to get back in the game. So let's see what I can dial. I can dial anything up. Got this play.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr.
Man, come
And this will
on,
be
dude.
incomplete.
Like,
Physical
seriously?
play on the football there, and it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball
They're
right
gonna let
there
that man
maybe
catch
was a
up
little
after he gets
questionable.
He's
burnt.
pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of
That
confidence
fuck shit,
that
dude.
borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Oh my God,
Down pass play
bruh.
there, but it's incomplete.
Are you fucking
Now offensively,
serious?
It's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I
Fucking
done before that's
Christ,
worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
36.
Throwing his car on 3rd down.
Oh my
that
God,
will be
dude.
incomplete
Like,
as
are you
well.
fucking serious,
Well, with
dude?
the
Dude
Dolphins
wasn't
that
even in
time
a
on defense
fucking,
just
oh
flooded
my
the field with
God.
defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
That's that fuck shit, dude. Takes no skill to play with a fucking Cowboys. They fucking just jump routes for no
I guess
reason.
they figure they got to start
Out of
taking some
position,
chances.
jump the
Here's a
route.
big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, they scared. Mike, express. Check 55, Mike. I'm going to run you over.
They do go for it. It's Carr. Got an open man. It's Aitman. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, exit.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
55. Right there in the middle. 50. Play to run. Express. Watch the whip.
Again, they'll throw with Carr.
Throw the fucking football!
Down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
God,
now,
dude.
meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
What now? 180. Watch 55. You ain't going nowhere. Express.
From the gun, it's Carr.
Roll the fucking football!
This time for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Hey, watch it. Switch.
The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. Flushed out right. He's got a man. It's Williams.
There we go.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Mike, 55. Check.
Operating from the gun. Carr. He'll find Moreau here. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. Catch made. It's Moreau. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. To throw on 3rd down. Carr. And that is
Man, come on,
incomplete.
EA.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice,
giving this
or maybe
dude
even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Kill. Check 99. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Hey, Haywood. Check right.
Carr gonna go on 4th down.
SEA for you,
It is
man.
incomplete.
Fuck this shit, dude.
It looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back.
Fucking play I need. They're gonna fucking give that shit to him. Whatever.